What's up, people? We're back again. It's currently 6:15. We've been up since 5 a.m. We're here at the Village Hotel. I'm here with my boy, MENS Physique.
And he was late, as always. As always.
Louis been helping me out for this prep with posing and his general information. For MENS Physique, if it wasn't for this guy, I wouldn't know half the things I do. So yeah, this is the pro's gonna take us through some posing today as well. Yeah, so let's go. This guy's went for topless.
Just talk to me. Photo smoking on my. Please don't know that I can see. All this love is hitting me. Baby, he says talk to me. Photo smoking on my.
While we're on the topic, the pump up process, you want to practice that. So what I always tell people is to, just before your sessions, pump up, just so you can get acclimatized to that whole action before you go on stage. Because a lot of people, they pump up really quickly and then they run out of breath when they're on stage. They're sweating, using your cardiovascular system a little bit too much, and you cramp up very, very quickly. So you want to have a process when you pump up on stage. You want to go nice and slow, you want to take your time, and you want to feel the muscle. So don't rush things. Have a process between knowing where you want to pump up. Look at yourself in the mirror, shoulders looking a little bit flat, get some blood in there. Upper chest looking a little bit flat, get some blood in there. Don't do it at the last minute where you have to, I see that all the time, okay? That's the difference between looking good on stage, sweating a ton, and looking calm, collective, and growing into the poses. Okay, so with MENS Physique, it's all about that top line and your core. There's nothing you can do about your core to increase the striations in there as well. And calves, yeah, shit on me. We all ain't blessed with good calves.
Look at those monsters. We're good calves for now. We're good for calves for now. Everything else is suspect.
We're good from the waist up right here. Hey, they're gonna start judging MENS Physique calves. They're gonna start judging calves soon, isn't it?
What do you do anyway?
I guess it's the overall package.
If it comes down to like you and somebody and your level overall, they will go down to calves. But it's gonna even out with the weight cap as of next year.
So good having someone here like Louis to critique these poses as well, okay? Because he was there when I won my pro card. Shine, keep your abs on, keep your abs on. You can get so complacent when it comes to posing. You get stuck in a position and you think, okay, I want to feel a bit more comfortable, so probably start inhaling from the core. You want to make sure your stomach's not the one.
Yeah, you should be breathing high from the diaphragm.
Exactly, you want to breathe high from the... Come here, join me, bro. Come here, man.
Mate, it's your... Mate,
Yeah, pretty smile on the camera, man.
You're on camera, bro.
You want to make sure you're breathing from diaphragm and not breathing from your stomach. And when you're breathing from here, a lot of people take belly breaths. Get a store in your abs. Abs come out, abs go back, abs come out, abs go back. You're missing the cues of the posing, okay? And it can look a little bit awkward from the judge's perspective. So you want to make sure you stay tight from the core, full on through the whole thing. Another thing is knowing your angles, the top line. You want to be broad as possible. It's all about elaborating on that X-frame. So if you can create that illusion where your waist is smaller than it is. My waist is pretty small, but if I was supposed to stand at an angle, rotate to the side, and bring those shoulders around, it looks even more impressive. So if you've got a small waist, it doesn't matter. You can still create that much more of an illusion. It just looks that much more impressive. Angles. Having someone that knows your angles is a great thing, especially having someone that knows about MENS Physique. Okay, like the man here, Louis himself.
The main thing we worked on with David is before his last show was I told him that judges do not want to see you constantly reset. So that's why we're getting him to breathe from the diaphragm, not keep resetting. This way, he holds a pose, everybody else is resetting, panting, and this guy just missing composure, standing in the middle, not moving. and bam, that's all the judges see.
Yeah. One thing I learned as well, slow your breathing down. Okay, that's one thing I was doing on stage. I was take longer breaths. You don't have to work that hard. You want to make it look effortless. A lot of reposing and
More energy.
a lot more energy. Okay, especially when you're in transitions.
Yeah.
One thing I was doing that was really bad, and my coach had to pull me up on it, is I was transitioning too elaborately. Okay, so in the IFBB rules, they tell you it's 2 poses, front and back. Okay, so moving from the front and back, cool. You transition against other people. Do that type of stuff in your eye walk. Okay, so you see a lot of people they'll activate, they'll do that. Meanwhile, the next person beside them is already straight in that pose. Okay, they're being looked at, they're being judged. All right, so just make sure your transitions aren't too elaborate. You want to move on so that judge can set his eyes on you first and think, ooh, it's a good back shot. Okay, and then move on to that other person. You want to be the first one to be looked at, so don't go overboard with the transition. Leave that type of stuff for your eye walk.
And on that back pose, you can relax the front as much as you want. You can breathe out. They're not going to see that. It gives your abs a chance to relax. Give you a chance to relax. Keep that back nice and tense. But front, you can breathe out, relax, and then when you turn back around, tighten up. Back into that front pose, keeping it nice and tight.
That's one thing I didn't do. When I'm at the back, I'm like, my abs are crunched, and when you turn back around, your abs are knackered. Remember, this is a muscle. It will get fucking tired. It will get tired.
Ab cramp on stage.
Ab cramp is the worst on stage because it affects your breathing.
Yeah. And it's worse than getting cramp in your calf. Your toes curl. Like ab cramp is worse than that.
I can't relate. I can't relate with calf cramps. But you know, we're gonna train some calves today. Okay, I think when you got a good pair of calves on you on stage, I'm not gonna lie, it's amazing. Okay, but that's going to be one thing we focus on in the off season. Even though it has nothing to do with men's physique yet, that's going to be one thing we focus on. We need some cows. Look at them cows, man. I want to be in a position where you can tattoo your calves. Bastard. Get out of here! All right, so let's go from another few rounds. Single person to know how much I put into this, okay? So I'm gonna go on stage and I'm gonna hog as much time as possible. It's all about tempo. So you're gonna see, bam, bam. You know what I mean? Walk out. Obviously don't make it look too dancey, but own your shit, man. I didn't put 17 weeks in this for no reason. Don't rush your poses, that's another point. Big man. Okay guys, that is a wrap. Posing all done and dusted. We're here at Starbucks. Very, very nice place because it's legit like a village. I know they call it village, hotels, village, gym. There's a lot of things around here that you can do. You can literally come here and spend the whole day. You can do Starbucks, you can have your meeting. If you have a lot of work to do, you can go rent a room out, get along with your work. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff to do here. So we're gonna chill here for a bit and catch up with some clients. Today's my client check-in and then carry on the day. So I'm sitting there, decaf coffee, coffee is decaf because I'm pretty certain I've ruined my central nervous system with the amount of coffee that I used in the beginning of the prep. It's always good to use these variables slowly through prep, as opposed to starting with it. I started pretty early with upping my doses with caffeine, and I was having trouble sleeping, a little bit of palpitations here and there. So now when I'm as lean as I am now, I'm not able to, sorry, I'm not able to tolerate it as much. So I like the taste of coffee, so I'll keep drinking it. But in terms of the proper raw thing, I think I'm gonna back off it. Pre-workouts as well, just can't tolerate it. So caffeine is a no-no right now going into the show. But yeah, I'm at that stage in prep right now where everything feels like a drag. Calories are super low and peak week is here. So this is the first day of peak week. I'm on 6 liters of water. We have a gram of salt each meal. Obviously trying to stop that draining issue from happening with your electrolytes. So you have to input salt every time you input water, just to solve that balance that's going on there. So yeah, like I said, it's the shit part, because you look at your physique and it looks watery. You tend to hold a lot of water in peak week until the final stages when you start cutting it down. So body's tired, body's stressed. The priority now is to recover as much as possible, in opposed to going harder. You can actually hurt yourself in terms of your look on stage, that final look that you're going to bring. So ease back, let the body recover, so we can accept those carbohydrates that comes in full front on show day. So we have another 3 days of depletion. Me personally, mine has been depleting. I've been depleting the weeks now. Okay, we're looking to bring a dry, crisp look, and this is the best shape I've been in, I think, ever going on stage. So we were able to maintain a good amount of muscle mass whilst getting lean. So yeah, this prep's been a grueling one. It's been a long one, but we're almost there. We're almost at the end. So really looking forward to getting on stage and yeah, just being the best version of yourself. So yeah, thanks for sticking on this journey with me, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peak week files continues.